#Eala already beat her twice. But this time, everything is different. Two players are walking onto the same court in Berlin carrying trophies from the last 2 weeks. But only one of those trophies feels real. Because what Donna Vekic just did at Queen's Club wasn't supposed to happen. She wasn't supposed to be in the tournament. She wasn't supposed to survive the draw. And she definitely wasn't supposed to destroy Emma Raducanu in a WTA 500 final on British grass. Yet somehow, she did all of it. Now she faces Alex Eala. And despite Eala leading the head-to-head 2-0, this might be the most dangerous version of Donna Vekic she has ever faced. So what happens when two recent champions collide in Berlin? And why could this match completely change the trajectory of both seasons? Let's break it down. To understand this matchup, you have to start with Queen's Club. Because what happened there changed everything. Donna Vekic arrived in London as a lucky loser. Think about that for a second. She actually lost in qualifying. Her tournament was over. Or so she thought. Then a late withdrawal opened a spot in the main draw. Suddenly, Vekic had a second chance. And she made the most of it. She beat opponent after opponent. She powered through a stacked field. And by the time she reached the final, she looked unstoppable. Then came Emma Raducanu. A home favourite. A packed crowd. A huge stage. None of it mattered. Vekic came out swinging and delivered one of the most dominant sets of the grass court season. 6-love. A bagel. In a WTA 500 final. Raducanu fought back in the second set and pushed things to a tiebreak. But the ending never changed. Vekic closed it out. 5 wins. 1 title. A dream week that nobody saw coming. And the craziest part? Just a few months ago, her season looked finished. Her ranking had collapsed. Her confidence seemed gone. She had dropped outside the top 90. Then outside the top 100. Nothing suggested she was about to become one of the hottest players on tour. Until the grass arrived. And suddenly, everything clicked. Because grass has always brought out the best in Donna Vekic. Her game was built for it. Big serving. Flat ground strokes. Early ball striking. Aggressive positioning. When she's confident, her shots stay low, skid through the court, and rush opponents into mistakes. She doesn't need magic. She just needs timing. And right now, her timing looks perfect. But Donna Vekic isn't the only player arriving in Berlin with momentum. Alex Eala has a trophy of her own. Just over a week ago, she captured the Birmingham Open title. And unlike Vekic's explosive power-based run, Eala's path was built on resilience. Problem solving. Mental toughness. Finding answers when things got uncomfortable. She fought through difficult matches. Escaped dangerous situations. And in the final, she showed exactly why so many people believe she has a massive future. Even when momentum shifted against her, she stayed composed. Even when the match became chaotic, she found solutions. That ability to adapt has become one of her biggest strengths. And it's a major reason she already owns 2 victories over Vekic this season. But there's a catch. Because after Birmingham came Queen's Club. And that's where the question started. Eala won her opening match comfortably. Then she ran into Iva Jovic. And things went sideways fast. The match was one-sided. Jovic controlled the rallies. Controlled the pace. Controlled almost everything. Eala lost 6-2, 6-2. The defeat wasn't just disappointing. It created uncertainty. Was it simply fatigue after a title run? Or did it expose a weakness that bigger hitters can exploit on grass? That question follows her into Berlin. And it could determine everything. Now here's where this story gets really interesting. Because despite all of Vekic's recent success, she has never beaten Alex Eala. Not once. Their first meeting came in Auckland. And early on, Vekic looked in complete control. She took the first set. Her power was overwhelming. Eala was struggling to find answers. Then something changed. Eala adjusted. Instead of trying to out-hit Vekic, she started redirecting pace. She moved closer to the baseline. She changed the rhythm. She turned the match into a chess game. And suddenly Vekic had problems. Eala completed the comeback and won in 3 sets. A few weeks later, they met again in Melbourne. This time, Eala didn't need a comeback. She won in straight sets. Again, the same pattern appeared. Vekic wanted quick points. Eala refused to give them to her. Vekic wanted control. Eala disrupted it. Point after point. Game after game. Until frustration started creeping into Vekic's game. That's why the head-to-head matters. Not because it's 2-0, but because Eala already understands how to make Vekic uncomfortable. She knows where the pressure points are. She knows what works. The problem? Berlin isn't Auckland. And it isn't Melbourne. It's grass. And grass changes everything. On hard courts, Eala's return game becomes one of her biggest weapons. She reads serves well, takes time away, redirects a pace, forces opponents into uncomfortable rallies. But grass gives returners less time. The ball stays low, the bounce is quicker, and servers gain a bigger advantage. That's huge for Donna Vekic. Because when her serve is firing, she becomes extremely difficult to break. At Queen's Club, her serve looked elite. She hit her spots, mixed up her patterns, won plenty of free points. And if that level returns in Berlin, Eala's biggest strength immediately becomes harder to use. That's the danger. The entire equation changes. There's another factor working in Vekic's favor: her power. On slower surfaces, flat hitters sometimes struggle. Their shots can fly long. Margins become smaller. Mistakes increase. Grass flips that equation. Flat shots stay low. They skid through the court. They become harder to defend. That's exactly the environment Vekic wants. Berlin's surface rewards aggression, and aggression is her specialty. Meanwhile, Eala's game requires more adjustments. She uses angles, spin, variation, movement. Those weapons still matter on grass, but they aren't quite as effective. The court naturally shortens points, and fewer rallies mean fewer opportunities to wear opponents down. For Eala, that means execution becomes even more important, because against a player hitting as big as Vekic, there isn't much room for error. Then there's the physical side of the story. Both players have spent the last 2 weeks playing a lot of tennis, but the emotional energy they carry into Berlin is very different. Vekic arrives after the best week of her season. Confidence is everywhere. Every shot feels easier when you're winning. Every decision feels clearer. Momentum becomes real. Eala arrives after experiencing both extremes: the high of winning Birmingham and the frustration of being outplayed at Queen's. That's a difficult emotional adjustment. Sometimes players bounce back immediately. Sometimes they need time. Berlin will reveal which version shows up. So what does Eala need to do to win? The blueprint already exists. She cannot try to overpower Vekic. That battle rarely ends well. Instead, she must do what worked before: disrupt, change rhythm, force extra shots, create doubt. Because Vekic loves playing first-strike tennis. She wants short points, quick winners, immediate control. The longer rallies become, the more pressure shifts onto her. And historically, that's when mistakes appear. The challenge is that grass naturally shortens those rallies. Eala has less time, less margin, less opportunity. She has to create discomfort faster than she normally would. And that's easier said than done. So who has the advantage? Right now, it's probably Donna Vekic. Not by much, but enough. The surface favors her. The recent form favors her. The serving advantage favors her. And her confidence is at a level Eala has never experienced from her before. But there's one thing numbers can't ignore. Eala has already solved this puzzle twice. She knows the patterns. She knows the weaknesses. She knows how to turn a power battle into a tactical war. That experience matters, especially when pressure starts building. And pressure will build, because neither player wants to waste this opportunity. The winner likely earns a blockbuster showdown with Elena Rybakina in the next round. That raises the stakes even higher. In the end, this match may come down to belief. Does Vekic believe her Queen's Club run has transformed her season? Or does Eala believe those 2 previous victories still mean something? One player enters Berlin with momentum. The other enters with answers. And when those 2 things collide, anything can happen. Maybe Vekic's incredible run continues. Maybe Eala proves the matchup still belongs to her. But one thing is certain. This is far more than a first-round match. It's a test of confidence, a test of adaptation, a test of whether recent form is stronger than history. And by the time the final point is played, we'll know exactly which story matters more. So what do you think? Can Eala make it 3 wins in a row over Donna Vekic? Or is this finally the moment Vekic gets her revenge? Let me know in the comments below. But there's another layer to this matchup that almost nobody is talking about. Pressure. Not the pressure of ranking points. Not the pressure of prize money. The pressure of expectations. Because for the first time in her career, Eala is entering a grass court event carrying genuine expectations. A year ago, she was still viewed primarily as a promising young talent. Dangerous. Exciting. Capable of surprises. Now the conversation has changed. People expect her to win matches like this. People expect her to challenge established names. People expect her to prove that her rise is not temporary. That changes everything. When you're the underdog, every victory feels like a bonus. When expectations arrive, every loss feels bigger. And Berlin presents one of the toughest tests she has faced in weeks. Because Donna Vekic isn't just playing good tennis. She's playing with freedom. The most dangerous version of any tennis player is the one who feels like they have nothing left to lose. And after the struggles she experienced earlier this season, that's exactly where Vekic seems to be mentally. Think about it. A few months ago, people were questioning whether she could return to relevance. Her ranking was falling. The results weren't coming. Confidence appeared fragile. Then one magical week changed everything. Now every match feels like proof that she's back. Every victory reinforces that belief. And confidence in tennis is powerful. Sometimes more powerful than statistics, more powerful than rankings, even more powerful than head-to-head records. Because confidence affects every shot, every decision, every moment of hesitation. A confident player swings freely. A doubtful player thinks twice. And on grass courts, that split second can determine an entire match. That's why the opening games could be so important. If Vekic starts serving well immediately, Eala could find herself under pressure from the very first game. Not because she's playing badly, but because grass rewards first strike tennis. A couple of big serves, one aggressive return, one loose service game. Suddenly momentum shifts. And momentum on grass can move incredibly fast. We've seen countless matches where everything appears even. Then 5 minutes later, one player is leading 4-1. That's the nature of the surface. Opportunities are limited. Mistakes are magnified. And recovery time is short. For Eala, patience will be critical. She cannot panic if Vekic starts fast. She cannot abandon the game plan. Because the reason she won their previous meetings wasn't superior power. It was discipline. She trusted her patterns. She trusted her movement. She trusted her ability to make Vekic uncomfortable over time. If she starts chasing winners too early, she's playing into Vekic's hands. But if she stays composed and extends enough rallies, the pressure gradually shifts. Then the questions start appearing. Can Vekic maintain this incredible level? Can she keep serving this well? Can she continue producing winners under pressure? Those are questions Eala will try to force her opponent to answer. And history suggests that strategy can work. Yet history also tells us something else. Momentum matters. And right now, Vekic has more momentum than almost anyone on tour. Winning a title changes a player. Not just physically, mentally. Suddenly difficult situations don't feel as difficult. Break points don't feel as stressful. Tie breaks don't feel as intimidating. You walk onto the court believing that solutions exist. And that belief often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's why this match feels so fascinating. Both players have legitimate reasons to believe they can win. Eala has the matchup advantage. Vekic has the surface advantage. Eala has the head-to-head. Vekic has the recent form. Eala has proven she can solve the puzzle. Vekic has proven she's playing the best grass court tennis of her season. Something has to give. And that's what makes this one of the most intriguing first-round matches in Berlin. Not because it's a clash of rankings. Not because it's a clash of trophies. But because it's a clash of narratives. One player is trying to prove that history still matters. The other is trying to prove that she's become a completely different player. And when those stories collide, tennis usually delivers something special.